Speaker, I'm moving essentially that there be a 2% increase on the property tax rate beyond what's in front of us for the residential category and proportionate increases for the other categories, so 1% on industrial, 1% on commercial, in addition to what is in front of us. I'm doing this for a very important reason, and to get to that reason, I want to start with something the Mayor said. The Mayor has said today and on many other occasions that keeping property taxes low makes Toronto more affordable. And I take issue with that. I actually think that the facts support exactly the opposite view. You heard me ask questions of city staff, and we heard that when property taxes increase, tenants living in apartment buildings do not pay more. You heard also that the property tax rate is linear, that is perfectly related to the value of the property you own. The more wealth you have, the more you pay. You also heard that services, that's what property taxes pay for, services tend to help people with lower incomes and less wealth slightly more than they help people with lots of wealth. That's because we offer programs that are tailored specifically to people with low incomes, things like the transit pass for people with low incomes, things like fee subsidies at daycare, things like the welcome policy in our recreation services. You also heard that if you pay twice as much property tax, you don't get twice as much fire service. You don't get twice as much access to public transit. If property taxes grow faster than inflation, the services grow, and that helps low-income people. If property taxes grow faster than inflation, the people who benefit are the people who are struggling to live in Toronto, to afford living in Toronto the most. If property taxes are below inflation, the people who benefit the most are the people who own the most wealth. It is actually the case that if you keep property taxes going down on a per capita basis, as this council has done in the last 8 budgets and will do in this one, you are helping wealthy people and hurting people with low incomes. If instead you do as the City Council decided to do the last time we actually had a long-term financial plan, which was 2005, and invest in the services that help people with low incomes the most, and invest in building the infrastructure necessary for a growing population, you make Toronto more affordable. The Mayor is exactly wrong when he says keeping property taxes low makes the city affordable. What it does is make the city unaffordable for people who don't have wealth and let those people who do have wealth hang on to it. It's exactly the opposite of what a progressive city should be doing to invest in its future.